another loss. I can't take it anymore. When it rains, it pours. Faithful, today is proof that there's levels to this NFL. And today, we couldn't level up. We couldn't level up like CC. We could level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. The Seattle Seahawks beat us. And honestly, I know the score, we only lost by 10 points, but it was definitely, the second half, it wasn't much of a game. Mullins came in, he got some easy points. The Seahawks defense, they already knew the game was over. Faithful. But I got to give credit to the Seahawks. Seahawks came prepared. They outcoached the Niners. They outplayed the Niners. They out-executed the Niners. And, they deserved to win. They were the better team today. And, 49ers, we got work to do. Jimmy obviously didn't play his best game. That was one of, my keys to victory. I'll leave that video in the description for you. That was one of my keys to victory for the game, was Jimmy G had to play one of his best games. And that clearly wasn't the case, And we weren't able to establish the running game. That was also one thing that I had mentioned. We weren't able to establish the running game with Hasty. He was able to get a rushing touchdown, but we weren't able to consistently move the chains. We weren't able to control the clock. We weren't able to extend third downs. We weren't able to win the time of possession. And those were things that, in order for us to beat the Seahawks in their own stadium, we would have to have done. And that just didn't come to fruition. Credit to the Seahawks, especially their defense. They came to play. Obviously you guys might have heard me say that. You might have heard someone say that the Seahawks defense was putrid, and it had been. But today, it was a totally different game. That's why they call it Any Given Sunday. So props to Kenny Norton, defensive coordinator of the Seahawks. Props to Pete Carroll, Bobby Wagner, and KJ Wright. They still got it. Bobby Wagner was all over the field. He was, was making plays. He was sacking the quarterback, making big hits. So big ups to Bobby Wagner. He still got it. And even the Seahawks corners were making plays on our receivers. And so big ups to the Seahawks. The defense there, they played well. And Russell Wilson, he had a pretty good game. I feel like we had him contained in the first half. The first half, the Seahawks had two plays to Metcalf that were touchdowns, and that was their big plays. And in the second half, once the Seahawks defense realized the Niners couldn't really move the ball on offense, it gave the Seahawks offense more momentum, and they were able to score. And the offense today failed us. Jimmy got the ball to Kendrick Bourne. He got it to Ayuk. But Kittle, he didn't get enough touches. I thought, if Kittle was able to get a better rapport with Jimmy in the second half, I thought maybe we could win, but it didn't come to fruition. And you got to give credit to the Seahawks defense. They allowed that connection between Jimmy and Kittle not to evolve and to be stagnant. And so, I got to give credit to the Seahawks. They were the better team today. Niners, we got work to do. Jimmy went out with the injury in the second half. Kittle also left in the second half with a possible ankle injury. They both had ankle injuries. Coleman, it was good to see Coleman back on the field. He looked good on his carries, and then he went out of the game due to a knee injury, and that's the reason why he was originally out the last few weeks, so he probably re-aggravated that. But, we'll see with those three players. We'll see what their status is during next week. And, I guess, we got the Packers. We got a short week at home. The Packers Thursday night. And, we got to be prepared for that game and get ready to the next. But my hat's off to the Seattle Seahawks. You guys played a hell of a game. You guys were the better team today. And I got to eat crow. But once again, this has been another Jay and the Bay production. Go ahead, Seahawk fans. I know y'all going to be coming for this video. I know y'all going to be ripping up that comment section. But, hey, I talk smack. Now I got to face the music. But it's only one game. We're going to see y'all again next year or later this year, the Seahawks. And once again, this has been another Jay and the Bay production. And good game, Seahawks. And we'll see you guys next time. And I can't wait till we play them good old Packers Thursday Night Football, because the 49ers got to bounce back. And once again, it's been another Jay and the Bay production. See you guys in the next one.